Welcome back to part 2 of this 91 Ford POS. Anyways, it's a Ford Tempo 91 model. I thought I seen a snake just a second ago. I don't like them, hate them. So anyways, we got the gas tank back up on the last video. Got it up there. Well, I ran into some problems, and I had a phone call and I had to leave. So today, I went on ahead, while my phone was charging, went on ahead and put the gas tank up, had to get longer bolts. Now, I'm fixing to show you the difference between these bolts and the ones I used. So, when you're putting up a gas tank, if you've done it before, or you're about to do it, or you'll have to do it later on in the future, just, for future reference. If they have a nut and bolt like this that comes out, keep a hold of it, go to the parts store and find you something with the same diameter nut and the same diameter on threads, which I got 2 new ones today at Orscheln's, 9 grade bolts. They don't rust. They do rust, but it takes a while for them to rust. Just throw a little bit of spray paint on the ends of them, probably about right in there, and they'll be fine. They won't rust at all for a very long time. But anyways, if you got the stud out with the nut, replace it with a longer bolt. It'll make your job 10 times easier. Period. As soon as I put all that on there, got the lines hooked up, boom, done. I turned the key, put the battery on it, turned the key, and the dang thing, was working. So I was like, hey, all right. So now it's like, well, guess I'll go ahead and get on my phone, and start talking to y'all to tell y'all a little trick or something. Always get longer bolts. Now, if you got studs, what we did on my Sons of Grand Marquis the other day was we fought and fought and fought. We put a jack stand on there. It took 2 of us to put one of them damn nuts on threads. And threads, what happens at the dealership is they'll have a thread probably about, let's say, it's probably about a little bit longer than that. Probably about that long. Just, the threaded end. And they put a bolt on it. Well, if you look closely, look closely, they just cut the son of a bitch off. So they cut them off, make them shorter to where you have to take them to a mechanic or something else. But what I'm going to say is, if you can get the bolt and the nut out, replace it with another bolt. Just put a longer bolt in there, make your job a lot easier, a lot less jack time. The dang thing's hanging up there. So anyways, I went to the store just a while ago. Phone was still charging. Got some gas. Now, I have not started this thing yet, but right before I moved over here and pressed play, yeah, I squirted some of that dang starter fluid in there. So now we're going to see if this thing will start. Now, I'm not going to use it by the key. I think that one of the fuses are blown because it didn't want to do jack diddly squat with it, but it did do something, but it didn't do something. You know what I mean? It didn't tick or anything. So I think there's a fuse blown, or that solenoid that's in there that you have to jump, that I'm going to show y'all that I'm going to jump. Something screwed up somewhere. So that's an extra few $100 worth of work. But anyways, yeah, let's see what happens. How about it? Okay, I'm fixing to hook up my battery now. We're going to go ahead and do this. Now, y'all are seeing this for the first time, just like I am. Ooh, we got power automatically. So, let's see. Get the key on. Fuel pump works. I just heard it. It just kicked right on. Now we're going to use a mechanic screwdriver. Flathead straight to this solenoid right here. All it is across this point to this point right here. That's it. Just them 2 points. So that's what I'm going to do. We're going to see if this thing will start. So here we go. Wow. Just like that. It runs. It's been sitting for 20 years. Wow, guys. Ladies and gentlemen, it does run. This thing has been sitting for 20 years and fires up and purrs like a kitten. I cannot believe it. I mean, I gotta believe it. I'm looking at it. I heard it run. Y'all heard it run. So, anywho, yeah, I'm just blown away. It's time to go collect my card. Anyways, yeah, I gotta tidy up a little things here. Just put this thing back on and top off all the fluids. Like your coolant, your oil, your transmission fluid. You gotta top all that off. Put a little bit of air in the tires, which I don't have any air, so I'm not gonna do it. I used all my air blowing this thing off because it literally had, well, you can see down in there, it's clean now. It's clean up here. There's a little bit of turds there, but that's to be expected on the car. It's going to take a little while. Probably got to power wash the engine a little bit. So, anyways, yeah, we're going to go ahead and top everything off. And, yeah. I'm going to give the owner a call and ask them where they want this thing put. Take it off the jack stands, load all that stuff up, and head to the house. So, drink some cold beer. So, anyways, yeah, let's see what happens. Okay, everything's topped off. I finally finished up putting the part on. We're gonna see if this thing drives under its own power. But we're gonna see. We're gonna see what happens. I'm not saying that it's gonna work or anything else, but by God, we're gonna find out pretty quick. We have power. Have y'all seen my key? Can't find my key. Never mind. We found it. Whew. Close call. $20 years. I know I keep saying that, and I say it a lot, but that is amazing. If you don't think that is something, then you're not into cars that big. But that car's been sitting 20 years. I'm 36. That means I was like 6 years old when that thing was parked. So, 20 years, yeah. The other one's older than me. Or, well, I'm a little bit, that car's older than me, but I'm going to bet money that thing will start and run too. But, would you just look at it? Just look at it. Look at this, look at that. It moved. And it even pulled forward with no problem. Like, just kicked in like it was running, like you had just bought it yesterday. Thing has less than 100,000 miles on it. It's only got 75,000. Can you believe that shit? I'm just like blown away. Anyways, yeah, I don't know what to say. I'm speechless. So, anyways, guess that's gonna be the end of this episode. Now we'll have more content coming out. I've been busy here lately in the past few days with kids and their vehicles and other things. But unless something comes up, I'll be putting out videos. The Camaro will be next. I will be trying to work on that tomorrow. And just going to be one of those first starts and 10-year things, which we already know the damn things broke loose. You know, those are all on my videos. So we're going to go ahead and do the video on it tomorrow. I got another starter, got the wires, battery wires, all that shit stuff for it. So, anyways, yeah, I will see y'all tomorrow, and y'all have a great day. And if I don't see y'all tomorrow, you know, the people I do see, and then this guy knows who I'm talking about. These guys do. I'm sorry about the cat. I'm not at home, and I'm not bringing that little furry shit with me. So, anyways, y'all have a great day. And if I don't see y'all before then, have a happy Easter.